What up, y'all? It's Friday, baby.
Baby.
I just realized like this is like gotta move this a little bit. There
How's your head?
go. Much better.
He came home with like a migraine.
Oh, it was the worst.
You took a lot of meds.
I took all of the meds. Like Advil, Tylenol,
I think you took
Excedrin.
Tylenol in your work, at work. I mean, in your work.
In my work.
And then you took 2 Excedrin when you got home, and then ibuprofen.
Yeah, it wasn't great. I was like, it was like one of those headaches that just kind of like, I'm like
pounding.
I can't do that. It just like made my whole body. I just felt crappy. Like
it affects my stomach.
I felt sick. I felt like I had like
nauseous.
A fever or something. I was just like, I don't even want to move. Like I don't want to do anything.
I know. I was trying to talk to you, and you were like,
you were like telling me some dumb crap. Like, you know, I already have to like listen to all the dumb crap, and then like when I don't feel good, I definitely don't want to listen to all the dumb crap. You know what I mean? You know, like when I try to tell you stuff that's awesome, and you're like, I don't know. How's everybody's Thanksgiving?
hello.
Hopefully, I don't know if everyone here celebrates Thanksgiving. Who doesn't tell it? Wow. Why are your eyes closed for that long?
I said hello, T.
No, you said hello.
I was waiting. Hello, Dark Wizard. What movie did you pause to watch this?
T.
And I feel honored. Hello, Xander.
Thank you.
Thank you, T.
Why? What'd T say?
Nice hairstyle.
That's what I said.
You did.
You're welcome.
Hello, Gonzalo. I figured this out like literally last second. I was like going through my drawers and I was like, ooh.
You match pretty well. I mean,
hair tie.
Cameras are weird. Like you need to scoot. So you need to scoot over me.
Hello, Tony. Diagnosis wasn't a good week.
Can you scoot over, please?
Shut up.
Your shoulders hanging out the shot. I don't like it. There you go. That's much better.
I paused No Way Home.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a good one.
Thanksgiving was back in October.
Oh, really?
And then Xander said no Thanksgiving in New Zealand. Hello, Christy.
Well, even if I lived somewhere else, I would still celebrate Thanksgiving.
Why?
And why not? Why do we celebrate Thanksgiving?
I mean, it's like an American thing.
But why do we celebrate Thanksgiving? Okay. My point exactly. Excuse to eat food. We're technically celebrating it tomorrow, not yesterday.
Yeah.
So we don't have family here in where we live in Connecticut anymore.
Well, we're literally going to my family's tomorrow.
I know, but we don't have the close family, you know, like mom and dad, right? And we don't have kids. And even if we did have kids, they wouldn't be old enough.
Kid.
They wouldn't be old enough to, you know, host. So, and all of the people that we're gonna go hang out with tomorrow already had Thanksgiving with their families.
True.
So,
it's definitely the best Spider-Man home movie.
Oh, I mean, I think it's the best Spider-Man movie, period. I mean, the old ones aren't very good, personally. That's just my opinion. Did you guys check out the progress video on the shed? I think it's coming out pretty good. I'm almost done. I just need to get those light cover things. No. I just need to get those light cover things for the outside so that I could then wire those wires up and then have...
Are they on sale for Black Friday?
Probably not, because they're not like a real...
I don't know. They had some weird stuff on sale today.
I can check.
Yes, shed looks good.
Thanks. Welcome with the sickness.
To the family.
Down with the sickness. Where is it? Oh, it's on my list.
Open up your hate.
I don't know that.
And let it pour into me.
Dang, dude. You crazy. I'm going to find this.
What makes you think I want your foot?
No, they've gone up in price. No, just kidding.
Oh, great.
Same price, except now that it's Prime, so it'll be in sooner. Before it was not Prime, but it was the same price. But we had to pay. It was cheaper, but you had to pay $20 for shipping.
Damn.
So it was the same price. $110.
Yeah.
That's for 5 though,
Excuse
and it'll replace 5 in the house. I only need 4, but the house needs more. Does that make sense? If you ever want to replace it with those, the bigger ones. Remember you were talking about that?
Yeah.
Replacing the fixtures, the light fixtures. No, man.
Yeah. Now that you're here, what do you want to do?
Me? No, talk about
Oh,
stuff?
yeah? You don't say. Ugh. It was a week.
Was it?
Yeah.
What was the big deal about the week? Anything bad happened?
No, it was a week.
Yes. That's every week, though. Every week is a week.
We had an extra day off, which was nice.
Yeah, I worked. I got some work done. I went out to the shed. It was a nice warm day. It was like 40 something, so it was pretty good yesterday. So I got some more work done. I got my lights set up so I can actually like work in there and at night or darker when it's with the door closed at least. Like nicely, you know what I mean? I can keep the door closed so I don't have to deal with like the full weather, which is pretty good. Does that make sense? Because before I always had to keep the door open, but it was also hot. I remember having to have the fan in there because it was so hot. I had to run the fan the whole time.
This is very dangerous with my sweater and your nails.
Yeah, she's going to ruin that sweater before the end of the day.
Ow. Rah. What? Here, eat my fingers. We had icy rain today.
We just had regular rain today.
Yeah.
Apparently we're in the same area because whenever we have weather, you have worse weather. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever we get a little bit of snow, T's always like, "Oh, you guys got 12 inches? Cool.
I got 20 feet.
My house got buried. I can't get out. I'm stuck here forever. My car is rear-wheel drive."
We usually do have similar weather, but like hers is a bit more extreme.
That's what I just said. I said whenever we have weather, she has crazier weather.
She said, "I'm above you." She thinks she's better than you.
It's true. It's true.
We have the book club this weekend, which no one read because it sucked.
We do?
Yeah.
Are we going to do anything?
I mean, I was going to jump on, talk about how it sucks.
Should I show them this weird thing I made?
Sure.
Or should I wait till...
Yeah, only T's going to see it now.
T, check this out.
It's your favorite.
What do you think? It looks very green.
It is very green. T said, "Up north of you, DNF'd the book. Ew."
You know what it is, right? Do you know what it is, Meek?
Galore.
What's galore?
Something, Stone of Galore.
There you go. You got it.
We watched Pitch Perfect last night. I liked it.
It's a good movie. I told you.
Oh, we watched Nope.
That was
Nope was really good.
That was the good movie too.
Nope was really good. Good. She said, "Yes, I know."
Cool.
What's everyone doing this weekend?
So I am staying up all night.
Pretty much. You gotta make food.
I do. I'm gonna smoke some turkey and some butt tonight. Pork butt.
Pitch Perfect is good. The next one, not that much. Yeah, we watched the second one also.
Not as good.
We didn't go to bed until like midnight, but yeah, it wasn't nearly as good as the first one.
Wasn't as good.
The ending to the first one was...
Yeah. I don't know how the third one... I have no idea how the third one's going to be because they all graduate in the second one. The show I'm more excited about. I like shows. Because they always have time to fix it. If there's a problem at the beginning, they always have time. Like movies don't have time, so they need to be heavy-handed with everything.
Time after time.
Like I wish Dune was a show.
No, because they're never going to make the next one, right?
No, why not?
I don't know. It seems like it came out forever ago.
No, movies take a long time.
When are they working on it?
I think so. But anyway, my point is Dune is so complex that it would have been really cool to be a show. You know what I mean?
She said the ending of the second one is good. The third wasn't necessary, still a bit funny.
Ooh, when you having another puzzles holes?
So here's the deal.
What's the deal?
I haven't been paying attention to the puzzles I'm getting in / unhauling.
Have you done a haul?
One.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
Yeah,
you
I
have
know.
all those puzzles.
I
out
told
there
you
new.
randomly some people watched it like this week. I feel like another haul would just have to be showing you like, it would just have to be like a look at all the puzzles I own type of haul because I don't remember. I guess I could go back and see what I showed off in the last video.
Mm.
'Cause it's been a while. I didn't think anyone
It's been a while.
wanted to see puzzles.
I love the confused look on your face. You're like, what are you doing?
I did nothing today recouping from yesterday. Just listened to an audiobook from my bed while coloring.
I've been riding, training somebody for 2 weeks now. It was supposed to be one day. It's been 2 weeks.
You knew that was gonna happen.
I know. My boss sucks and he doesn't know what the hell's happening. I'm pretty sure he forgot about my coworker and that he exists. I was gonna say something else. Oh, I started listening to Overlord Volume 1 today.
What? Why? You should listen to... I was thinking of starting a Whispering In book 2.
Yeah, I can start that whenever I want. It's 61 hours. 61 hours. Think about that. If that was a TV show, that would be like 7 seasons. No, like 10 seasons of a show.
You know what I wish we had around here? I wish we had like a good puzzle community where like we could do like swaps.
Why?
Like,
You don't like to do swaps because they're dirty.
I could get rid of puzzles to people that I actually know enjoy them.
Nah, that's dumb. Just don't buy so many puzzles. You don't do half of them.
Yeah, I do all of them.
How many down there do you have that aren't done?
Probably a lot.
Okay.
Right now.
And then how many gigantic ones do you have that are not done? Okay, that's what I thought.
3.
Yeah, but they're gigantic. They each count as like 10 puzzles. Especially one of them. Definitely counts as at least 10 puzzles.
40 puzzles.
40 puzzles. So you literally have more than 40 puzzles downstairs undone, if you think about it. One of them is still in the box in the same spot for the last several months. Your unicorn one.
Yeah, because I don't want to touch it yet.
That's the reason. It's not because you don't have anywhere to make it because it's too big.
No. It's going to go in here.
And how are you going to put it together?
In pieces.
Oh, okay. So you're going to not put it together is basically what you're saying?
I have read that series.
What series?
Court of Thorns and Roses.
Oh, yeah. You like that.
I've read all of Sarah J. Maas's books besides the Crescent whatever ones, like the 2 adult ones. I've read the Court of Thorns and Roses, and I read the
oh, I'm so bored. That's so boring. Just kidding.
the other series, Throne of Glass. I just finished book 8 today of Wandering In. It's still all y'all's fault. Jesus.
Okay, how do you have enough time to listen to so much book?
I don't know.
Do you listen at like 3 times speed or something? Because I feel like you read the first ones in like a week. The first like 4 in like a week.
Sure, the first one in like 2 days.
It's like 50 hours. That would have to, you'd have to be awake for 48 hours or 48 hours. I feel like it's impossible. Unless you're, listening to it really, really fast. And you miss out on like half of it. That's why I hate readathons or whatever they're called. Readathons, is that what they're called? They're so dumb. They make you read too much. It's not fun. It takes away the fun. It makes it into like a job.
1.7 or 1.8 speed. I mean, that's not too... I think I was reading The Wandering In at 1.5. This book that I just finished today, The Butcher, I never went above 1.2.
So I finished volume 6 of Overlord yesterday.
Is 7 not out?
January 10th. Bummed.
Is it pre-orderable?
Yeah.
Did you pre-order it?
Nah.
We have like 6 credits right now.
All right, I'll pre-order it. They're usually more expensive than, they're usually like 20 something, right?
Yeah.
Some of the books for What's the name of that one?
I have not read Game of Thrones, and I'm gonna be honest. So I read book 1.
I read 1 and 2.
And it's just not really my jam.
Me neither.
It's too much. It's too much. I enjoyed the show better.
Until a certain point.
Yeah.
I don't recommend the show.
I liked the other show, though.
I thought it was
House
fine.
of Dragon?
Yeah, it was fine.
I liked it.
It was fine.
I did the Butcher at 1.5, never tried to go above. It was the perfect speed. I brought Fire and Blood.
I bought, maybe?
What is Fire and Blood?
Isn't that Game of Thrones?
Christy said, I also read the new Jennifer Armentrout book and loved it so much. Is it part of, like, another series? Or, like, is it part of a series, or is it, like, a new series? The new Andrew Rowe book is almost $30 for a paperback. I'm behind in buying them, honestly. It's just so much.
Well, I only say buy them when we're ready to read them.
Yeah.
So if the audiobook isn't out, I don't really need it. Right?
Yeah. Lap, 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 lap. So, oh my God. Tuesday night, we were kind of like trying to fall asleep, scrolling through Instagram, and I saw a video, and it made me laugh so hard. I was crying. My stomach was killing me. It was effing hilarious. And then all day Wednesday at work, they thought I was crazy because I kept randomly cracking up over this video. But surprisingly, my coworker liked it too. Like, she doesn't usually think the same things I think are funny. So then all day Wednesday, we're talking about that video. So freaking funny. And I also discovered Drennan and his cats videos, and I watched all of them, and they're effing hilarious.
So, I need to stay up all night, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, I got bored of your story.
It's a prequel series, book 2. I think you'll like the prequel series better than the Blood and Ash series.
So
did anyone else yawn after they did? It's contagious.
Yeah. So on tonight, I'm gonna start cooking at midnight.
He does have D&D
for tomorrow.
But the food, we have our family Thanksgiving tomorrow, and the food, it takes like, what, 12 hours to cook?
Well, the pork butt's probably going to be a good 12 hours, yeah.
So what time are you going to start at, like 11?
No, as soon as I'm done with D&D.
So 10?
I don't know. It's you think it's 8 to 10?
Well, I feel like if it's 12 hours, you got to start at like...
We're going there for 2.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be cooking for a while, and then it just needs to be taken out, and then it just needs to sit. It can sit like in the oven if we want it to come down in temperature. We just can't let it get below a certain temperature. I think it's, what is it, 120 is food safe? Let me look it up.
How long can a turkey stay thawed and open to air in a refrigerator without getting poisoned?
As long as the temperature is fine, it's fine. You know what I mean?
It takes my family 3.5 hours to cook.
To cook.
He's smoking it, which that takes longer.
Yeah, they say about a half hour per pound. It's 15 pounds. What is food safe temperature? There's like a window. So what is it? Between that and that is unsafe?
Bacteria can multiply rapidly if left at room temperature.
Danger zone,
or
40 to 140 is danger zone. So below 40 is okay. Above 140 is okay. Which is really high, 140.
Yeah. Is our thing below 40?
What, our fridge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Where I have it, it is, yeah. I mean, we have it normally set to 37. So.
165 should be a internal temperature.
I know, Meek. I know. Thank you. The temperature will most likely get to usually higher than that. Especially for the pork butt, it comes up to like 210. Which is pork, but it's still a similar temperature when it comes to doneness. Once it gets to 160, it's pretty much done, right? And then anything above that just makes it like super tender and fall off the bone. You can literally just like pull the bone off and it comes off. Real nice. What are you looking up?
How long can turkey stay?
In freezer? Is that what you typed in?
It says keep it in an original wrapper. A
Mm-hmm.
thawed turkey can remain for 1 to 2 days. How long is turkey good in the fridge?
This is intriguing, isn't it, guys? She's not even talking. She's just sitting there staring at her phone. Do you guys like Stephen King? I'm not a huge fan.
I've only read a few things, and what I've read so far is not that great.
It's just not our style. It's, you know, the fun that we like. And I don't know. I don't feel like there's such thing as a scary book. I've tried to read a couple that people say is like, you know, thrilling and great and scary.
So how long has it been in the fridge?
Oh my God,
thawed?
shut up. Stop. I'm cooking it. You're not even going to eat it. Why do you have to like worry about everything? We're good. Like when you set up a thing and you're either doing a dry brine or a wet brine, it's going to stay in there for usually at least 24 hours. Same thing with other meats. When you're like marinating them and stuff, it stays in the fridge for usually at least 24 hours. That's just a standard thing. And the brine is to get the salt to go into it and basically so that it's not like bland inside. Because otherwise you can just coat the outside. Obviously, if you're going to shred it, that's fine because you're going to mix everything together anyway. Like with the pork butt, it doesn't really matter if the internal part is really seasoned because one, we're going to put barbecue sauce on it anyway. So that's going to get on everything. And we're going to season it like the outside enough. And then it's all going to mix in because we're going to basically, you know, mix it all together, all the shredded meat and stuff. So it doesn't really matter as much for that. But, you know, unless you're going to make like a steak or something, you're going to cut it and you're going to eat the inside separate from the outside. It usually doesn't matter as much. But anyway, 24 hours is a lot of times what they recommend for leaving something in there. I did it last night at like pretty much midnight. And then I'm going to cook it tonight at midnight. So it's going to be in the fridge for 24 hours. It'll be fine. Okay? And it was still frozen yesterday when I took it out. The inside, the underneath was still frozen. There was still frost on it. Was that what you were going to say next?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
His books tend to be around religion, but I enjoyed some of his books.
Dude,
I've only read maybe like 4 or 5 total.
Here's the thing though. Religion is like super creepy. There's so much creepy stuff in like religious text and all like religious lore and stuff like that. Really? You don't think there's creepy stuff?
I guess I don't know enough about it.
What about a guy dying and then getting put into like a cave and then fucking waking up? And I just swore, sorry guys. And then I feel very passionate about this.
What cave?
When Jesus was reborn in Easter.
He was put in a cave?
Yeah, he was like buried, like put in a cave, right? And then he just like wakes up and then comes out. I'm not religious. That's what I thought it was. And then he like wakes up and now he's a zombie. You got a zombie running around. And then when did he die again? Does he die again? Like, how does that work? Is there a sequel to Jesus?
Dark Wizard. Oh yeah, it's a fine line between a cult and religion. Do you guys have a book genre you like most?
Fantasy. Progression fantasy, like progression, like lit RPGs.
I thought you liked
lit RPGs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. And like isekai and stuff, but that's more like an anime genre, like novel. But progression lit RPGs, I think, are my favorite because it's like as you move on, it's like they level up and stuff like that. I love that.
My genres, like.
Do you say genres or genre? Like, I say genre.
My preferences change a lot. Anyway. Lately I've been trying to find horror books that are actually scary.
There are no such things.
I read like a thriller book today, sort of. I finished it today and it was good, but I wanted to get more into thrillers and horror. I've been reading romance a lot lately.
I feel like ever since you got into that, trying to read a horror book, that's when reading has become a chore for you.
No.
Think about it.
YA killed it.
No. Think about it. This year,
It was YA.
What book?
Any like I kept getting like young adult after young adult, and I just kept
What
like
books?
I don't remember off the top of my head, but they all.
I'm telling
just,
you,
like,
it all
made me
started.
jaded.
You started reading. You started looking for scary books, and every single one you read was stupid.
It was young adult stuff that got me.
She's wrong. She's wrong.
Is there a sequel to Jesus and they laughed at you? Jesus was supposedly dead, and that was his burial chamber.
Like a cave.
Joey thought The Shining was pretty scary, so you could give it a try.
The book?
Oh, he kept putting it in the fridge or freezer. Remember Joey from Friends?
Oh, yeah. Oh, got it. Yeah, but no. I'm sorry. There's no way. The Shining, the movie? Oh, supposedly, doesn't Stephen King hate the movie?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
I heard he
right.
hates
the movie. Was awful.
The movie, I don't know why people love that movie so much. It was not good. Now, Dr. Sleep was pretty good. The sequel.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Was it a movie or a show?
It was a movie.
Have you played Marvel Snap?
No. And I most likely won't because it's one of those gotcha games, one of those microtransaction phone mobile games. You know what? There was a really good game that I played probably like 10 years ago that was it was a phone game. It was on Steam and it was all cross-platform. And it was like this chess, it was a chess game, but you got to play you got to pick different races. In each race, you would have different abilities. I forgot. It was Hero Academy or something like that. And it was so good, and it was cool because it was one of those games that you play with friends, and you take turns, and you put in your turn just like all those other ones, like the word one, words with friends or whatever, like that type of style. But it was kind of like a chess game. But again, each different race had different, one had wizards and knights and stuff like that. The other one was the orcs. And they had shamans and stuff like that. And they could resurrect the dead and stuff like that. And it was just so good. It was so much fun.
Any recent horror movie recommendations?
I mean, if you consider Nope a horror movie, it was a good movie.
Nope was good. I consider it kind of horror.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of sci-fi.
Yeah, I didn't like his other movie, Us, as much. It was just weird.
Never watched the other one much better.
I never watched
I just found it it had a good mix of intrigue and creepiness and shocking stuff that happened that you didn't see coming.
Yeah, visually it was beautiful. There was a lot of really nice scenes that you could screenshot and it could be a cool poster or something, like the house when he pulled up to the house, scenes like that were really cool.
Other than that, we have watched a couple of horrors lately, but
I would say Haunting of Hill House. That's always my go-to. That's the only
I think they already watched it.
Well, watch it again.
You should watch Barbarian.
I've thought about it. A
good murder series is The Murder Club by James Patterson. The first book is called The First to Die. 21 books.
Here's the thing, though. Look. It's a murder.
I'm when I say horror, I want ghosts and creepy haunted houses, and I want it to actually be scary, and they're never actually scary.
Because they're books. Books cannot be scary. You know why? Because you have way too much control where you could just go, nope. You know what I mean? It's not something that you don't like when you're watching the movie, you have to pause it, right? Yeah, you have to pause it to stop it. But not being able to pause. Also, there's no sound. You know how much sound affects us?
That is actually kind of interesting. Each book is about the serial killer's point of view.
All right, so you know how much sound.
I'd be down to watch Hill House again.
Yeah, baby. Sound affects us so much.
It could be interesting. We should read it together. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
No, go ahead.
I don't remember what I was saying.
Business kick. Go ahead.
It's if I'm talking, you just keep reading stuff. It's just mean, you know what I mean? It's like the texts are still gonna be there. I'm in the middle of a sentence and you keep interrupting me. Oh, nice ring.
Yeah.
When did you get that?
You bought it for me.
Yeah, and then you wore it a year ago, roughly, or possibly more than a year ago was the last time. Meek.
It's too big.
Now it's too big. You didn't lose any weight.
Well, it goes on this finger, but I don't like it on this finger.
Then why did you get it for that finger? What the hell's wrong with you?
Because this is my.
How would they re-sign? How would they?
They would.
They wouldn't cut it out, right?
And then
don't they just compress it?
I thought they cut it, or maybe they heat it down
and then push it together, right?
Yeah.
That would be. And so they basically would make your ring. You cut out part of your gold.
I hope not.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's messed. Like, and then what if you want it big again?
She was in the middle of a sentence earlier, and you started talking, saying you were bored of her story. That's also rude.
Yeah, but it was boring. What were you even talking about? Do you remember?
No.
Exactly. You know why? Because it was boring. That's why. And I didn't
I
do
bet
it.
you T remembers.
I didn't do it at the end, or I didn't do it at the middle. I did it at the end. I waited for her to finish, and then when she finished, I said something else, and I changed the topic. That's what happened. It wasn't in the middle of her story. It was at the end. So T, excuse. See, she's pointing her finger at you.
I burped at you.
It doesn't. You can't burp at people.
Try me.
You can't burp at people.
And explaining why a book can't be a certain genre isn't boring? You're calling Kivox boring?
Can't be a certain genre.
Oh, I was talking about the Instagram videos.
Yeah. And if you had them to show, that's one thing, you know. And you didn't even tell me, you didn't even tell them what the Instagram video was about. You just said I watched a really funny video, and then I showed my thing about it.
Yeah.
And then we laughed about it
Forever.
But
well, I laughed about
you didn't even
it
say what the video was, which one it was.
I didn't realize at first that it was like a trending thing on TikTok. I thought it was like a one-off like Instagram thing that I found, and that's when I thought it was like much funnier.
I don't know what genre of isn't boring. Wait, no, genre, what did they say? Can't be a certain genre. Oh, they were because I'm saying that books can't be scary?
No. You were saying I'm boring, and he said in explaining why a book can't be a certain genre isn't boring.
I know, but what does that mean? Explain.
Like, you were explaining why book genres can't be boring or are boring, and they're saying that that is boring.
Book genres are boring.
You were saying why books
can't be scary.
Yeah, okay. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
I said that, and then you disagreed with me. You said no. And then tried to explain it to me.
Because
but it
your
didn't make
argument
sense.
for interrupting her was she was boring.
She finished. She finished what she said. And then I changed the topic. That's different. It's not the same thing. It's like if she just started and then I started reading something on the screen and then she kept talking and I kept reading it. That's literally what happened to me, but not what happened to her. See the difference? See the difference? See the difference? See the difference? What was the scariest book that any of you guys have read?
Yeah.
I guarantee you guys weren't like scared.
I want like a legit scary book.
There's no such thing. Because like
Haunting of Hill House, but in a book, but not the actual book, because that book was terrible.
So you don't think that like you don't think there's a reason though for
My Diary?
You don't think because it's
Harry
scary.
Potter and the Cursed Child.
I'll get it because it's crap. I think. That's a different type of scary though.
Books are not scary. That's Michael.
Oh, Mike. I agree. Books can't be scary. There's a lot. What I was saying before when you interrupted me was that like sound has a lot to do with it, you know?
Visual.
And visual. Sound, audio, and visual, which are the two things that books don't have. They're only two things. Books have everything else. They have story, plot.
If audiobooks were done properly, you could make it really scary.
First type of jump scares, too, are the ones that aren't even scary. They're like, it'll be like, the music like swells and then it's like wah, and then it's like the guy's sister just walked in and it's just like a fake jump scare. It's not even a real jump scare. Those are the ones that make everybody jump, and it's like, why? Come on. Like It doesn't make the movie. That usually makes the movie worse, in my opinion.
So Dark Wizard said, because when you're reading, your brain does all the work. I feel though, like if it's a well-written book, you should be able to invoke those emotions. Because like,
not scary.
I don't know. You should be able to make people creeped out.
Okay, then why have you
like,
never
why
done it?
Why can a book make me cry and make me laugh and make me feel
because fear
other emotions?
Because fear
is the mind killer.
It is, but it also is our body's reaction to being harmed, right? When we feel fear, it's like we're afraid of that happening.
I guess so.
Like,
and we know that can't do that.
Crying isn't always that. It's like when you're saying, like when you feel sad and you cry because of like emotion stuff, it's not like it's your brain like thinking and putting yourself in that situation. But when it's scary, it's like it's usually like that's why jump scares scare people, right? You jump because it's like your body's like, oh,
fight or flight.
Yeah. And you don't get that. You can't get that with a book. I'm sorry.
Michael said, "Oh, weird. You brought that up too." What?
What?
Try the hollow places, Meek. It was weird. It was maybe.
It was weird. They said it was weird.
Yeah.
That's not scary. God damn, Gina.
Damn, Daniel.
Damn, Gina. What are you looking up? Why don't you just one of them look it up, like T?
Because Canadian script is different.
Oh, freaking racist, dude. Stop being so racist.
It is on there. All right, T, just for you, I'll save it. She said it's creepy.
Do you have to buy that?
No, script is a thing we talked about that it's like...
I didn't know you had to pay for that. This whole time I thought it was free.
No, I use it all the time. That's what I just listened to my book on.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen Sleepy Hollow, the TV series?
Yes, we saw like the whole first season. We saw the whole first season. Crap. It wasn't great.
Books might not scare you in the same way as movies, but they could certainly creep you out and make you feel uncomfortable. I'm still yet, I think, to read a book that makes me feel uncomfortable.
I know. Either. I agree.
Because, like, I don't think I can't think of an example of an uncomfortable book.
Is your chin okay?
I don't know why I keep doing that.
I do it all the time, and that's why I find it weird.
It's all red now.
I find it weird that you're doing it because you never do that.
And I keep messing with like my neck.
Yeah, that is normal though. You always have like a red neck like all the time. I agree though. It can be creepy.
Creepy paper.
But it's mostly like creepy situations. And it's like, it's never scary.
I think fear is the most dependent on other senses. The scariest things usually have scary visuals and audio too. That's what he was bringing up, that you brought up too.
Yeah.
I was referring to my comment about jump scares. I said I don't like them and they don't count as being scary. Books can be disturbing. Like, I think it's super creepy and disturbing, but not scary. Well, isn't creepy? I guess you're right. Like, you wouldn't. But if something is creepy to the point where it, like, makes you like look around at night and make you wish you had the light on, is that scary? Because like I feel like creepy can very easily go into scary territory.
Well, Hill House is super creepy but also super scary in my opinion. Like that's my type of scary. Like seeing those things, like that's my biggest type of scary. Like I don't gore and stuff, just like doesn't scare me. I don't like it. Like real gore, like if you watch like a surgery or something, I hate that crap. Like I don't like it. It's just like,
Dr. Pimple Popper.
Yeah, that's just gross though. That's like watching somebody poop out of their face because they popped the pimple. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to watch poop come out of somebody's face.
I mean, me neither.
That's pretty much what it is. It's garbage. So like, you know.
I'm a wimp with scary movies and games. A book has never scared or made me leave the lights on. T said that's so fun. I think the surgery thing. Dude, I agree though. Like games can really be scary. Like Silent Hill is my favorite.
Well, because you're being forced
franchise,
to be
but you're forced situation. To like move through the scary rooms and do the actions. Mm-hmm. Even though it's like a fake character, you have to be the one to make those conscious decisions to like do X, Y, or Z.
But even movies, you are put in a... Are you okay?
My tummy.
you are put in a situation basically as you're like this. You're the so what's a surrogate? Like the character is you, right? You're getting and you're following this person, and you're kind of being forced to do what they do, basically. In a video game, you're in control, so you are more like submerged in that, or like what's the word? Immersed in that. Submersed too if there's like blood or something involved.
All right, so what was I gonna say?
I don't know.
Damn it.
Something good, probably. No one will ever know now.
Wait, I think I agree with you there, Meek. I see myself in a situation where I read a book and then at night I feel scared thinking about it. Watching you play Resident Evil made me anxious. Read the first book in the series, First to Die from James Patterson, if you're wanting something uncomfortable, if you're squeamish about very detailed serial killer's way of murdering the people. I'm not really squeamish.
Nah.
I've never been more scared than with PT. PT was definitely very scary.
I didn't want to play that crap, man.
I think the most afraid I've ever been playing a video game personally was Silent Hill 3.
PT by far was my scariest.
Silent Hill 3
ever.
was like my first, because I got into Silent Hill a little late. I got into it, I think, when 3 came out.
Okay.
And playing that game just like, it like changed my life as far as like scary video games.
Dude,
and, like,
I remember
I literally for years was afraid that like I would be walking down places and like those big club armed monsters would just be like hiding around the corner. Like,
well, I don't believe you weren't.
I
actually
swear
scared.
to God,
you thought it. You were like, oh, wouldn't it be scary? But you
no,
weren't
like I remember like walking by like empty offices
dumb.
and like 3 a.m. and looking over and being like, oh my God,
what if, right?
Yeah,
you weren't thinking.
I was like, what if something's in there? Maybe not that thing, but that, you know, it was just so creepy.
I am excited.
PT is definitely.
I am excited about Silent Hill.
Wait, are they just remakes?
I think there's Silent Hill 2 is getting remade because that's like I think
2 is a good one.
The most popular one.
What? Is more popular than 3?
Yeah, 3 was the one with the crappy little girl that didn't want to touch the toilet.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah, but it wasn't the best one.
It was a 2 freaking good one.
2 was, I think, the most popular one.
1 was really good too, but the graphics are just like unbearable at this point. Where it's like, even back when I played 3 and I beat 3, and I went back to 1 and 2 and played them, even at that point, I was like, wow, the graphics to 1 is like really bad.
Yeah, so we could play the remake. I've never played them.
Oh, God.
So
you can choose difficult. I hope though that if they remake them, I hope they keep them like the same.
What do you mean the same? What is the same?
So like,
so
example,
why remake them then?
Like,
right?
Because like, look at Final Fantasy VII. They remade it, but it's completely different. Like, I hope
is it worse or better?
No, I mean it's good. They did a good job.
Is
but
it
just
worse or better? Where are you going?
That's hard to say.
Okay. No, it's not, because your whole point
so, like,
was,
for example,
look at Final Fantasy different.
A big part
but you're saying that it's worse.
Of Silent Hill was like problem solving and like mystery or riddle solving. So like figuring out what to do.
There's no need for that anymore. You got to think about it. We live in the age of the internet. There is no point for problem solving anymore, because
yeah, but that's half the game.
Yes, but it's called the internet now. So back then it was different because there was no internet. There was no, like, you know what I mean? Take Metal Gear Solid. Mike, remember Metal Gear? Remember I forgot his name, the psychic guy, and you had to swap the controller. Oh my God, that was so cool. It was so great. And nowadays, you would know that before you even started the game.
Hill, like, not only do you have to collect objects to combine them to do things, but you also have to like figure out riddles to get past certain areas. And that's like
Psycho Mantis. Yeah.
All right, so
it was, but not think about it. Nowadays, things like that just aren't as Like, and the only reason PT was so cool is it had that feel to it, right? Obviously. But it was so new and so like crazy that there was no like the people that figured it out, it was random. And then it took a while for people to figure it out. But nowadays it's so fast because our communication is so fast and everybody's posting stuff and there's forums. Like,
We would never have figured that out.
but yeah, but you don't have to figure it's just like roaming around until something happens.
Yeah.
It was just like,
No, but the ending with the phone.
yeah, but
there's
again,
no way.
it's not a like figuring it out. You could have easily like messed that up or not messed it up, but like just done it randomly.
All right, so wait. At Dead of Night is a creepy game. I don't know if I've ever heard of it or played it. 2 is by far the most popular and indeed getting remade. It needs to be remade like Resident Evil 2. Final Fantasy 7 is more like reimagining. The ending is insanely different. All right, without getting into spoilers, a dead character shows up, which absolutely changes things. We never got to the end of Final Fantasy 7 Remake. Of course, okay, yeah, that was genius. Final Fantasy 14 Online is a good MMORPG.
yeah, now it is after it was re-released.
I never played it.
Me neither.
Metal Gear was the first thing I remember being legit meta.
Yeah. Metal Gear is just like it's just a classic. Sad that we'll never get a new Metal Gear again.
Why?
Because of Kojima.
What about him?
He's not with Konami or whatever anymore. Is it Konami, right? Mike would know. So he was the mastermind behind it, you know? Without him, you can't make Metal Gear. I'm sorry. You can't do it.
Looks like you can't make Silent Hill without what's his face.
Who?
Huh?
I don't know. Who? I don't know who made Silent Hill.
I forget. But like he doesn't work there anymore.
It wasn't Kojima.
Well, the guy that made the shoot.
PT?
Same as Silent Hill, Konami. Yeah, but who made Silent Hill? I don't remember.
It wasn't Kojima, right? He made PT. And he was supposed to make Silent Hill.
Then I'm pretty sure it was him.
But then he left. He didn't make what's it called? He was going to make it, right? I'm pretty sure he didn't make the original.
Mike, help us!
Mike, you would know. You're a Kojima fanboy.
Just Google it. Who made Silent Hill?
What did they say?
Was it Shinji Mikami? Akira Toriyama is the composer. Keiichiro Toyama?
Akira? Are you sure that says Akira?
That's a composer.
Designer.
Keiichiro Toyama.
Yeah, but look at what that says. Akira.
Oh, Yamaoka.
You said Toriyama. That Akira Toriyama.
Yeah,
that's
Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball.
Or is that Resident Evil? I could have sworn
It's not Kojima. It was gonna be Kojima for PT when he was making PT.
So
he made PT.
Keiichiro Toyama.
So yeah, nobody that we know. Yes, Elden Ring, Chef's Kiss, best game of the year, game of the last best 10 like game of the years.
Yeah.
The last 10 years, best game. Probably my favorite game of all time, besides Monster Hunter. But Monster Hunter is my favorite for different reasons. I remember playing Monster Hunter. Mike and I walked to our friend's house that had gone on vacation, but he had decent internet, and I was able to play over there because I had bad internet. Mike, remember this story? I had bad internet, so I had like dial-up still. So like we went to Eric's house. We walked there. It was snowing. I had my PlayStation 2 in my bag. We walked there. We stayed up all night and played Monster Hunter. I think we made some of their food and ate it.
Oh my God, you were like jerks.
And there was a cat in the basement, and we thought it was a baby because there sounded like a baby crying. And then in the morning, we walked back home because we didn't want to sleep there because it was weird. And it was snowing. And I remember I was telling Mike, like, oh, don't walk weird and don't stop fast because if you stop fast, you can slip. then I did it and then slipped. But I remember I grabbed my PlayStation, like turned it so I didn't fall on it, and like I landed on my back. And then I think Mike was trying to do it too, and he like almost slipped, but I don't think he actually fell. Good times. Mike, do you remember that?
He said dog so many years ago.
So many, dude.
I remember us staying up all freaking night all the time on the phone and stuff.
Yeah. And then remember,
See, me and my sister used to. You don't have siblings that
I don't
you like,
have.
lived with.
I have Mike. He's my sister.
But like we used to play like uncountable hours of Silent Hill. I remember that you barely saved that PS2.
You must have been. Really,
I remember that clear as day.
You must have been really bad at Silent Hill too if you played countless hours of it.
No, we would change like not 2. We played all 3 of them. And then we used to change the difficulty all the time because then the puzzles would change. So we were trying to see if we could figure out the puzzle answers based on the difficulty levels.
Isn't the secret ending like a dog is in control and stuff, and he's like pulling all the?
Oh hell, I don't remember.
He's pulling all the levers and controlling. Oh, you know what I saw the other day? One of those Japanese dogs.
A Kiba?
Yeah, it was so cute, dude. It was
in real life?
In real life.
Oh.
It was like the cutest dog ever.
Did you want one?
It was adorable. It looked fake. It looked like a CG dog.
Did he have a lot of energy?
Yeah, he was like a CG dog. It was amazing.
We should get one.
I asked the guy, I was like, what kind of dog is that? He's like, Kiba Toriyama or whatever. And I was just like, Japanese. And he's like,
where'd he get it?
I don't freaking know. I didn't ask that question. Why weren't you there?
How are you going to get one if you don't know
I'm
where
not
he
going to
got
get
it?
one. I have 2 dogs. They're annoying enough.
That game has tons of endings, none of which I've seen.
Nice.
I don't remember the endings. It was more about like the experience and playing. Oh my god, that's Pyramid Head. Dude, he was so scary. He was so scary.
Now they've ruined Pyramid Head by trying to make him sexy.
Dude, I remember so much like going down the hallway and Pyramid Head dragging his big sword cleaver thing. And then, oh yeah, Shibu Inu. Shibu, not Kiba is the guy from Naruto. Shiba Inu? Inu means dog. So
like Inuyasha.
He would like
Did you guys know
come
that?
after you. Rah!
What does Yasha mean?
Inuyasha?
No, Yasha. Cool.
Demon? No.
Is it demon?
Look it up.
I don't want to.
Shiba, Shibu, Shiba, Shibu.
It says Shibu.
Well, he just said or something, so he doesn't know. I'm trying to think of what sounds better. Shibu Inu. Shiba. Shiba Inu.
Yeah,
Look how cute they look.
Just like that.
They're so stinking
Look at how
cute.
weird they are. Oh, they have the black one.
They look like a husky.
It looks kind of like a mini husky.
I was so afraid of Silent Hill 2. I think I played for like 2 hours in the middle of the day with all the lights on and I couldn't keep playing. Dude, I played that game with my sister, but we played so much. It was so good. A person looks like they're made of stone. Monster Hunter Rise World. Wait, have you played the new Monster Hunter Rise World?
Who said that?
Lauren.
Monster Hunter Rise World. You mean no, I think it's called I don't think it's called Monster Hunter Rise World. I think you have that wrong. Monster Hunter Rise. Okay, yeah. Monster Hunter World is a different game. I did play Monster Hunter Rise, but not the expansion for it. Because I didn't really like it because it was for Switch. Or not, yeah, it was for Switch, right? Switch, yeah. It was just it just didn't feel right. It was all right. It was fine.
We should get the hunt going again.
I like Monster Hunter World better. Monster Hunter Rise was like the B team.
Oh yeah,
You
like
know?
the one every other
Yeah,
game.
they have like the A team and the B team. The A team usually makes like they were working on World at the same time that Monster Hunter Rise was getting worked on. And then so the next one, the next like World version, so the next real console game as opposed to the Switch one, will probably be good. I mean, it was good. Don't get me wrong. It was good. It was like the best handheld one so far and stuff. But I don't know. It has. I didn't feel it. Sorry. I just I got spoiled with World. Like World was so good and obviously had a bunch of like dumb stuff that they need to fix next time. Like they need to allow you to play through the whole game with a party as opposed to like having
you have to get to this point before you can.
No, not even that. You have to like start a mission, back out of it, and then your friends could join you or could start the mission with you.
You have to get to a certain point in the mission.
Yeah, it's like you have to. Some of them you just have to start first.
Oh.
But some of them, yes, you have to get to a certain point, watch a cutscene, and then it opens up.
Who's Daphne?
I don't know.
Meek, you remind me of Daphne.
Oh, from Scooby-Doo.
Oh, I hate Scooby-Doo.
The hair. It's the hair thing. She wears like a hair thing. Well, just because you hate Scooby-Doo, do you have to hate Daphne too? What'd she ever do to you?
She's not. Wait.
She's the sexy one.
Oh, I'm thinking of the unsexy one.
The other one's sexy too. What are you talking about? Wow. Jeez. Why do you have to be like that? I don't
really know either of them. I'm not a Scooby-Doo fan. I'm sorry. I never liked it. I never did. I hate the 70s. The 70s is my least favorite genre, and they are like straight up 70s.
But you also hate the 80s.
I love the 80s.
No, you don't. You only love rock music from the 80s. Only one band.
No, the 80s were dope.
What was dope about it?
Just like
bell bottoms?
That is not the 80s, that's 70s.
You sure?
Scooby-Doo is rad. Dog, get me in on this video and let's talk Monster Hunter for like 2 hours.
Nah, I can't. I got D&D like right now.
She hates the 20s? The 20. I hate the 70s.
The 20s, like 2020? Like now, you hate now. You hate everything.
I hate everything. Yeah. The 80s and 90s were the best.
The 90s were the best, though?
Heavy Metal Rules. Wait, what is that video?
I don't know.
Wait.
What is this video you speak of?
Flavor of the Week was the name of the song.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Here, hold on.
No, you can't play it. No, you cannot play it.
No, hold on. The beginning is not music.
You still can't play it.
What?
I hate when you do this. We're going to just sit here for 5 minutes while you find something. That's an ad. You can't play that.
You said the 20s was my least favorite. Since when? I don't like the 20s, though. No, the Prohibition era. You're right.
She doesn't like a lot of stuff. Pretty much anything ever. She just says she doesn't like.
So what is your philosophy on life? It's suck. Heavy metal rules. Heavy metal rules. All that punk sucks.
That's what I was thinking of. Heavy metal rules.
If we get demonetized because of that, I'm going to be really pissed.
I got a ton of my collectibles from my mom's house, and I put them in my office. It's like a weird time capsule of gaming from a very specific time.
Nice. Yeah, Mike, we could definitely do like have you on at some point, but like every time that I needed you, you were always like,
I can't do it.
I can't do it. Sorry. And then like the week that you were available again, he's like, hey, I heard Meek's available, so I can be there if you need me.
She said she hates everything and you find everything dumb. Good couple. Boom.
Thanks.
Ironic that you didn't care for the Prohibition era.
Prohibition.
Why? Because I don't drink? I just don't like the 20s, like the way they talked and like they're stupid. They had like 8 gajillion like slang terms and it was just, ugh, I hate that era. No. I hate the 70s though, really a lot. And the 60s, not so great. The 80s and the 90s were good. The 2000s were good.
All right, we're going to get off. We've been on for an hour.
Kaja!
Thanks for hanging out, y'all. And I'm gonna try to make some more of those update videos as soon as I've
why were
done
you
some more
surprised
work.
when I said you didn't like the 20s? I forgot about that because like the 70s is my least favorite genre.
But what really happened in the 30s though? What is there to
No
like or
idea.
hate? All right, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to like the video before you go and give thumbs up and stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Say bye, me.
Bye me.
Looks like you have a crown. Look,
What?
you have like a crown. The wands.
Oh yeah.
Around your head. All right, guys. Bye.
Bye.